Alright, in the bottom left-hand corner playing is the red Terran. We have the mechanized maniac, MicroJordaan. In the top right-hand corner playing as the blue Protoss, we have Dave, the Dark Templar Tester. Dave throwing down his pylon, sending the probe to go scout, moving across the map. Jordan opening with a supply depot into a refinery, looking to do a very gas-heavy opening. The barracks going down, the gateway going down, followed by the gas by Dave. The probe reaching the main base of Jordan finds a full wall and is denied access. Nothing to see here, Jordan says. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Dave replies very cheekily. These players running into each other very often. Know that both players are very tricky. Either one could be up to anything. What's the password, says Jordan. Again, just having some fun with each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The cybernetic score going down, the Nexus going down as well. Nice, solid cyber expand from Dave. Jordan letting the probe into the base. Sees both refineries and a factory going down. Dave finding out all the information he needs from Jordan at the moment. Dave trying to get the SCV, but the Reaper comes out, will defend the SCV. SCV surviving with 5 health. Dave with a nice scout, knows what's going on. And just working on his build, getting the Adept out, getting his defenses against the Reaper that's moving across the map. Stargate going down as well. The Reaper coming into the natural. This is the first time Jordan has scouted the Protoss this game. Moving up the ramp, gets shot by the Adept immediately, is forced back. And Jordan still has no scouting information. Dave moving the Adept to the Reaper jump wall, denying access to his base. Very nice move here. Keeping Jordan in the dark as long as possible. The starport going down for Jordan as well. The command center nearly finished. Ooh, the Reaper runs in, gets a grenade, deflects the Adept, and manages to get a scout off. The Adepts were chasing, but the shade got a little messed up. Failed to catch the Reaper. And it seems like Jordan's going to get this Reaper out. Very nice scout from Jordan, but the second he's gone, Dave throws down a robotics facility and begins to move across the map. The Adepts crossing the bridge will come to a very defended base. 3 Reapers and a Hellion, 2 Marines coming out as well. Bunker already finished. Dave taking lots of damage, loses all of his shields immediately. The Reapers and the Hellions running down. The Adept will kill the first one. The shade looking to go off, does go off, and Dave will manage to get 1 SCV for his troubles, but 2 Adepts will go down as the Viking lands and finishes off that second Adept. Phoenix on the map for Dave. An Immortal in production, but Jordan, knowing that he just lost those first 2 Adepts, is on the way to harass a Hellion and 3 Reapers moving out across the map. Now these Phoenix are here in position to defend. 1 probe will go down. The Hellion gets picked up and killed by the Phoenix. Another worker going down. A little bit of harass from Jordan getting 2 workers, might possibly get this 3rd one. Does get the 3rd one as another Phoenix pops. And the Reaper is picked up and killed. Very nice harass from Jordan. Good defense from Dave, taking minimum damage from something that could have been quite deadly. Dave continuing with Phoenix production as his other 2 gateways are finishing up. The robotics facility, or robotics bay, mixing these 2 up in my head, is on its way. Nearly finished. We could see Colossus, we could see disruptors. You never know what Dave will do. As his 3rd base is also on the way, he is pushing across the map with his Phoenix. Looks like he wants to try to find some harassment here, cover his expansion. The Immortal heading out as well. Not sure if this is what Dave wants to do. Could be a little bit of a misclick. We'll see. Colossus and the Colossus range upgrade in production for Dave. The Phoenix moving forward, trying to find some damage. We'll get a couple SCVs. 3 SCVs go down. Oh, a Widowmine shot hitting the Phoenix. All the shields are destroyed. Meanwhile, the Immortal obviously on a wrong hotkey. This does seem like it was a mistake from Dave. Walks in, kills the bunker, but will go down to the Marines. 2 of the Phoenix fall to the Vikings and Marines as well. And Jordan has pushed this back. The harassment is over, and Dave has lost a lot of units. The Immortal and the Phoenix, heavy losses for Dave. Jordan understanding that is on the way for a counterattack. Ooh, another Phoenix getting picked off, nearly losing 2. Another one goes down. None of the Cyclones have died yet. The Phoenix doing a pretty good job of shutting them down though. We will finally get one of the Cyclones. Marines and Cyclones pushing forward towards this 3rd base location. The Colossus moving forward to defend. The shield battery overcharged, trying to keep it alive, but the Marine DPS is just a little bit too much and will take down the Colossus. The Marines with no medevacs though are forced to retreat as Stalkers and Zealots begin to chase them down, hunting them down one by one. Jordan doing a great job killing that Colossus. And once again, Dave losing lots of expensive units, but despite that is actually trading a little bit better. Mineral wise anyway. The gas loss though is huge for Dave, losing nearly double the gas of his Terran opponent. Those high-tech expensive units are not the units you want to lose in these engagements. Dave taking his 4th base as Jordan begins to fly 2 medevacs across the map, taking his 3rd. Is an entire base behind. Really needs to be careful here. This economic lead will lead Dave into a huge advantage as this continues on. Templar Archives nearly finishing up for Dave as the 2 medevacs drop into the main base. A couple units being warped in, a few workers going down. Some Stalkers and Zealots that got warped in will die, but the Phoenix here means that the medevacs cannot evacuate, and these Marines are absolutely committed. Jordan trying to do as much damage as possible, getting as many workers and units killed as possible for these Marines. But despite not seeing it move across the map, Dave has defended quite nicely, holding the line, only losing a few workers. No technology. Storm in production, getting chrono boosted. High Templar out on the field as well, gathering energy. And Dave is just continuing to build Colossus at the moment. Level 3 upgrades on the way as well. Jordan about to finish his 1-1 Nice. Has his upgrades done now. Does not begin the next ones yet. It's just focused on defending this base. Cyclones, Marauder, Viking is a very dangerous army versus this Colossus Phoenix composition of Dave. Jordan moving out with 2 Cyclones to kind of scout. A little bit of a inefficient scout. One will see the army, the other one trying to get a little bit of damage done to the workers with the shield battery will keep them alive. The second Cyclone going down. And not really the best scouting units there. We see a mothership in production for Dave Tesla. He must be feeling very confident as he continues on to this later stage of the game. A large Colossus-based army with aerial support from the mothership. And its ability to cloak could be very nice. Jordan, unfortunately, is still only on 3 bases at the 11-minute mark. The main base nearly mined out. Does have the command center building, but with it not being in location, Jordan has just been behind this entire game economically. It's now starting to show in the supply as Dave is 20 supply ahead and is beginning to move across the map, breaking the rocks in the middle. Dave begins to move forward. Will meet a line of Viking and tanks. Hellbats there to defend against the Zealots as well. Is in range of this sensor tower. So Jordan knows exactly what Dave is up to. Exactly where the movements are. The Colossus peeking forward, killing the missile turret. Trying to get the sensor tower as well. The Viking coming in to get the mothership. Are pushed back with some storms and some stalkers. Another storm goes down, does tremendous damage. A couple of the Vikings do go down. Jordan pulling some SCVs to repair the Vikings, trying to get them into the fight. He wants to take out this mothership. Will get one of the Phoenix. A large storm hitting the majority of Terran's army. Ooh, another storm coming in, doing tons of damage. The mothership will die by the cost of a lot of units. Storms going down in the SCVs as well that are trying to repair the planetary fortress. But it does look like Jordan is just barely going to hold, as this was not enough DPS to break through the repair. The majority of the Protoss army is dead. The High Templar and the mothership are gone. But Dave manages to evacuate the 4 Colossus with a recall. And just continues to work on his economy. Jordan, holding the line, isn't really paying attention to his SCVs. And his economy is suffering right now as all of these are just sitting here idle. Needs to get them back to work. There we go, finally back to work. Losing a lot of mining time there. Dave doing a fantastic job. Is 50 supply ahead of his opponent as he just continues to increase his production. More Stargates, more Robos going down. Dave wants to be able to remax as fast as possible. He knows that he's nearly max supply. And if he needs to build more stuff, he wants to be able to build more stuff as soon as he can. Very nice play from Dave. A Banshee going towards the top, looking for some damage. We'll run right into a cannon. On the other side of the map, 2 Hellions pushing forward as well. The Banshee being controlled on the top here will get a couple workers. The Hellions on the right managed to get 1 worker as well, but with the DT warp in, those Hellions will get cleaned up. The Banshee gets cleaned up as well, as there was no cloak research done. And Protoss is on the move. He's over this. Dave breaking the rocks, make sure nothing gets funneled here. Jordan, seeing them on the sensor tower, decides to run across the map with some Marines and Marauders. Will take out this cannon, potentially this base. Meanwhile, the Protoss army engages to the north. A disruptor shot taking out 3 of the Hellions. Viking engaging on the carriers. Looks like the carrier is actually attacking his own Colossus. Dave needs to be careful. A little bit of a misclick there could have cost him one of his heavy hitting units, but it does seem like he fixed the issue now. The Marauder and the Marines on the right killing the base. Tanks in position trying to defend. The rocks being taken out once again by Dave. He really does not want his units trapped here. The missile turret spotting the Dark Templar will allow it to go down. But blink forward onto the tank. The tank gets sniped immediately. One more tank in the background here is not enough to cut through this. As the Protoss army pushes forward, the Marines and Marauders on the right will also push forward. But there is nothing left for Jordan to defend this massive Colossus carrier ball. The Dark Templar getting warped in as well, even being blinked onto the Marauders. And Dave looks like he is just going to overwhelm the poor Terran. Storms going down the Viking. GG is called. And with that, Dave will take victory. Well played. Just like to say thank you to our players. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.